everybody, it's Femtrooper, and today we're going to be talking about the Pokemon game series. So Pokemon was released back in North America in 1998 for the Game Boy system, Blue and Red. Right now I actually only have Red, but my original was Blue, but I don't have it anymore. Actually, a few games I do not have anymore, so I can't show you a lot of original stuff, but other stuff throughout the years is all original, more of the recent games. Either way, let's go back to 1998 when that was a freaking amazing Christmas, I'll tell you that. So I remember going to this kid's house, his name was Mike, and he had the Super Game Boy, and he had, I don't remember which one, but one of the new Pokemon games, Red or Blue, and I was so excited because I thought, oh, I'll try it at his house, and then I'll know for sure if I should ask for it for Christmas or not, because my parents didn't want to buy me a game and then I don't play it or don't like it, because I didn't know, and you couldn't really rent Game Boy games. It was more renting like Super Nintendo or Nintendo, so I remember it started to get popular, and again, it's all foggy because this was almost 20 years ago, but I don't really recall I believe I was watching the show at that point, so I probably did. I knew Pokemon was just starting to become a thing. It wasn't a phenomenon yet, but it was like really starting to happen. Pokemon was now kind of, people were starting to think about it, and it was, you'd go see it in the store or whatever. So I was really excited, and I remember going to his house and trying it on the TV, because he put it in his Super Nintendo, and I thought, I don't know, I was just a little, like, underwhelmed, I guess. It was okay. It was nothing special, but I don't know, it was just okay for me. But I thought, no, I think I'll like it. I don't know. I don't remember. All I know is that Christmas morning, I got this, and I got Pokemon Blue, and oh my god, because this is my original, my Game Boy Color, because knowing my parents, they wouldn't just buy me a Game Boy, they would get me the latest and greatest, so I have this. I love it, because it was like the see-through one, the purple one, and since then I have purchased a copy of Pokemon Red. Is at the time I was at some pawn shop, and they only had this one, they didn't have Blue. Either way, and I haven't played Red before, I'd always played Blue. So I got that, and this consumed my life for a long time. Let's just say that. I was in grade 4, and Christmas morning, I got Pokemon Blue. My cousin, he got Pokemon Blue, and I remember every year we always used to go to my grandma's house, and I brought my Game Boy with Pokemon Blue, and holy smokes, that's all I did. That's all I remember doing, yet it was like the best Christmas ever. I know I didn't do anything I didn't do anything, but wow, Pokemon Blue, playing it was just incredible. It was just incredible. And then it just took off. Everyone was into Pokemon. The cards, the show, everything, the merchandise. It was just a big deal. And so I was one of the kids who had the game. And I guess not everybody did, but I remember a lot of people having it. And then we'd play it outside at recess. I remember my mom not really wanting me to bring this to school. Not because she didn't want me playing it. She didn't want it to get stolen or broken or anything. So, I had to be really careful and make sure to, like, hide it in my backpack because someone was going to steal it, I guess, which they weren't. But anyway, whatever. Who knows? But I remember my mom did let me bring this to school, and I used to play it on the bus. I used to play it outside at recess, and it was incredible. So we would sit out at recess on the wall, like right outside the doors, and just sit there like this. I remember getting a link cable, and that was really exciting to, like, link to use it and trade Pokemon and stuff. And I could get ones that I couldn't get in Blue because somebody who had Red could give me something just so I could complete my Pokedex, trade it right back just so I can complete my Pokedex, because that was a big deal. You had to get all 150, and then I had to get a Game Shark also just to get Mew, because then I could also get all the other Pokemon, so totally cheating, but I don't care, it was 10, whatever, I would still do it. So I used to go to my best friend's house all the time because they had, him and his brother had the Pokemon games as well, so we would both play, trade, just live and breathe Pokemon, play Pokemon, like make-believe, pretend we were Pokemon, go on adventures, go to the park, Pokemon, we both were really into the cards. I remember his mom actually buying me I think it was my first booster pack, or maybe it was like the starter kit that came with a deck. I don't remember, but whatever. So her fault. She got me into the cards. I didn't really understand how to play it. It was a little above me, but either way, got into that. And then I remember when this game right here came out. Holy smokes, this was really exciting stuff. Pokemon Snap, that was really fun. It's funny because playing this game now, it's still fun, but it's so short. There's not really a lot going on there. It's kind of disappointing. I wish it was a longer game because they had the capability to put a lot of stuff on here and they kind of didn't. So, that was kind of lame. But yeah, that was really fun. And then Pokemon Stadium. I don't have Pokemon Stadium, but and I don't think I ever did, but my friend did, and so I'd go over there, and that was really exciting. And you could put your cartridge in and have your Pokemon go in there, and it was like. Then Pokemon Gold and Silver came out, which was a big deal. I remember being like so into Pokemon at that point, and just everything, even the new movie Pokemon 2000 that came out, and I remember being really excited because Pokemon Silver had Lugia as the legendary, and that was my favorite. I preferred it way more to Ho-Oh, so really exciting. I don't have my original Pokemon Silver copy, too bad, but I do have Pokemon Soul Silver, which was an excellent, I mean, it's not really a port, but sort of remake, re-release of it. A lot of people prefer this to the original, but I still like the original the best, and it just sticks with me. Like, I know everything. I know all the cities, I know all the, the gym leaders, most of the Pokemon, some of the newer ones, although I'm still into it, it's harder for me to sometimes remember everything. I mean, there's like 800 or something now, so it's kind of hard. Then when Pokemon started to become a little uncool, I was in this phase where I was like, don't like Pokemon anymore and got rid of things. Wow, an idiot. So when I have a kid, I'm not letting them, if there's something they're really into, I'm totally not letting them like sell it at garage sales because they will regret it. If they're like me, they will be really upset. So I'm gonna force them to keep toys. What parent does this? My parents were so excited for me to get rid of this shit at a garage sale. Anyway, so I kept some of it, but I don't have all of it. Pokemon wasn't cool. I wanted to dissociate myself with Pokemon because I was one of those kids who liked Pokemon kind of maybe a little past its prime, and so a lot of other kids were starting to get over it, and then I was like, no, Pokemon, I live and breathe it, and so that wasn't great, kind of uncool. So at one point, I think in grade 6, I was like, yeah, I'm over Pokemon or something, and then so I went a long time without being into Pokemon. I went from sort of that, basically all of junior high, I was not into it, despite Ruby and Sapphire coming out, which I totally missed out, and I never had a Game Boy Advance, because I don't know, for some reason I just didn't care. So those teenage years are kind of just shitty because I feel like I missed out on a lot of things because I was just you're just an idiot when you're 15, so whatever. I know some kids were like, I was 15 and playing Chrono Trigger. Well, I was not, okay? I was being stupid. So in grade 12, I'm not sure if it was grade 11 and 12, but I do remember grade 12 playing it, but I actually saw that this game had been released. I still have the case somewhere, but it was like a pack. It was a bundle, so it was a Game Boy Advance that you got with Emerald. So I was really excited because Emerald was the third game. I'd never played the third games before, so I was really excited to get this because it looked interesting, and I thought, screw it, I'm going to play Pokemon, whatever, I don't care. And I got really into it, and I remember thinking, oh my god, I've been missing out. So that's third generation. I didn't play Ruby or Sapphire, but I did play Emerald, and I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. Then after that, Diamond and Pearl came out, and I was very excited for this. Oh my god, because it was on the DS. It was going to be incredible, and I really did enjoy this. It was excellent. It still didn't have the same feeling as the old games, but I really did like it. I do have a copy of Pearl, but it's a Japanese copy. I don't care about showing it, whatever. My boyfriend got it because he tried to play it when he was in Japan, but it's still a little hard to read. Despite being decent at speaking Japanese, kind of, it's still hard to read when you're not fluent, so he struggled with that, and that's fair. But we do have the Japanese version. But yeah, I did enjoy this series, this era of Pokemon. But again, nothing stood out big time to me. But now that I've actually started Season 10 in Pokemon, I'm excited because it is the Sinnoh region, and I'm really looking forward to checking that out and sort of getting myself back into that region again. Then we had Pokemon Black and White come out. I played Black, again, super excited because at this point when these came out I was like, oh yeah, Pokemon, so exciting. So I don't really have tons of things to say. I was a little disappointed in this because I wasn't as obsessed with the story. They tried to kind of put a story, and I was just not feeling it because I thought, no, when they start putting stories into Pokemon, it gets cheesy. But then when they don't put a story, I get mad. So I don't know. But I did enjoy it. I remember this taking me forever for some reason. But yeah, it's good. It's good. It just didn't... yeah, you're going to see a trend with this. I forgot to mention that Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green also came out, which I was so excited about because they were ports of the original. So this was really nice because the original, although it is super nostalgic and stuff, this looked a little better and I was kind of excited. So I remember when this came out, I was really hyped and I had the Game Boy Advance, so I was super pumped, and this does not disappoint. This is a really good version if you want to play the Kanto games and you don't want to play like the actual old ones, because this is it's almost unplayable because with all the technology now, and this is so hard to see because the light just, like, look, you can see all the reflections. It's sort of hard to play, and it's not backlit. Like, it's hard. It's really hard. So yeah. Then we have the next one, which for some reason I was just beyond pumped for, and that is the X and Y series. I had X, boyfriend had Y, and the first time I did this, for some reason, I was so excited. I did a midnight launch of this. We waited, what was it, till 2 in the morning, I think, at EB Games. I lined up there at like 11 or something, and then we didn't get the game till like 2:30 or something in the morning. And I was like, wow, this was not worth it. But it was, because we got home and I started my adventure, and I was really looking forward to this because, again, it was the first Pokemon for the 3DS. And oh my god, these look gorgeous. So I was really excited with the changes. They added a few things like Mega Evolution and stuff, and honestly, whatever. Like, there's some things I just don't care about. It's okay, I guess. But it was a good Pokemon game. It was enjoyable. I liked the region. It was just good. But yeah, wow, I was really excited because of the whole... I don't know, I couldn't wait. We were at the midnight launch, and I was just going to lose it. I was like, oh, Pokemon midnight launch. I don't know. And that was like, what, 2013? Like, I don't know, I was really hyped. Then we have... these guys that came out, Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, and I was really excited to get Sapphire because I've only played Emerald, and I enjoyed this. But yeah, again, it's the same old adventure, and that's the theme here, is Pokemon is the same game every time. So although I hype myself up so much, and then when I get them, I'm always like, yep, it was a Pokemon game. There's nothing really new here. I want to see some changes in the series big time. I should do a video on that, like top 10 things I'd like to see that they should add in Pokemon. Like, just for example, it would be really cool to be the bad guy, for instance. I feel like Nintendo would never do that, but it would be neat to be in Team Rocket or any of the bad guy teams. Just little things like, I don't know, just little things that they could tweak here and there. Like, why do you have to be 10? How come you have to be 10? Like, can you not be like 20? Can you not be 30 and start your adventure? Like, just even a little older. I feel like if you're 15, it would just be a little better, but being 10 is so unrealistic. I guess that's part of the funny aspect of the game, I guess. Some other games that I want to show are Pokemon Yellow, which when it came out I didn't get, so when I was in Japan I saw this and I just picked it up because it was like $10. But I am actually playing Pokemon Yellow right now on the 3DS when they re-released Blue, Red, and Yellow back onto the 3DS like eShop, and I have to say I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm in Mount Moon I'm in Mount Moon right now, and I'm really enjoying it because I actually haven't played the old games in their original forms, other than, like this is a port and stuff like that. So that's actually been really fun because it just makes me feel like I'm a 10-year-old again, and I actually really like it. And just the Game Boy music and everything. No, I'm really, really enjoying it. So it's not, there's certain aspects that they've added to the series, like experience share, that certainly make things easier, but whatever, I don't care. And I've never played Pokemon Yellow. It's kind of cool to start with Pikachu. It's a little different. I always pick grass types, so starting with electric is completely different. So I'm really enjoying it, so I'm really hyped on Pokemon Yellow. The other game that I wanted to show too is one I feel like I must have played it somewhere as a kid, like somebody must have had it, or maybe I rented it somehow. I don't know, but the Pokemon trading card game for the Game Boy Color is actually pretty cool. This is a really fun game, and it's not easy either. I really want to check this out again because this is some fun stuff right here. I really do like the card game. I know how it plays, and I know the rules and everything. And it's a really fun card game. I'll be honest, it really is. You don't even have to like Pokemon. It's just a fun game. And so this is basically looks like the old games, kind of like RPG style. But you, instead of going around like with your Pokemon as a trainer, you go around battling other people who are like card players. So you go to different like areas, and there'll be somebody who has like maybe a water themed deck or a fire themed deck. And so it's kind of like the same concept with gym leaders, except they're like card leaders, I guess. I don't remember. I don't know all those specifics, but it is fun. It's a good game. I really like it, so I definitely would play this again. It's just, God, it's so awful playing games on the Game Boy. I would almost just buy it for the 3DS and play it there, because God, the backlit thing, it's hard to go back to something that's not backlit. And yes, I have that little light that you plug into the Game Boy Color, and it is brutal. It still does not do anything. It's so hard. But back in 1998, 99, I don't know, this was the best thing we had. And this was like, went with me everywhere. Like, everywhere. I couldn't wait. Like, I had a weird, I was one of those kids. I was the Pokemon kid in school, to the point where I found old things where we used to do like student of the month. So every kid, or was it student of the week? It must have been week. Where every kid would have to write like a thing about you. So I have these books from, I think it was grade 5 and 6, where they'd all write things about you. And everyone says, like, if they write P, you know, my name's Paige, so they'd write Paige, and then they'd write P is for something, and be like, perfect, or something. And they'd all write Pokemon Master. Like, everyone knew I was that kid. And it's kind of embarrassing now. I'm like, oh God, I was the Pokemon kid. That's okay. Being the Pokemon kid is awesome. I'm proud to be the Pokemon kid, because Pokemon's a great franchise, so whatever. So yeah, those are my memories with Pokemon. I don't have the same kind of nostalgia stuff with like games like this. They're newer. I was an adult playing Pokemon Black. I was not a 10-year-old. The magic, it's so shitty, because some games, it's just, the magic is gone. The magic is a little bit gone when you're older. However, I will say that one of the only games that has given me the same kind of magic, whimsical feeling that I had when I played these games back when I was like 10 is Ni no Kuni. That actually gave me all the magical feelings that I got when I played like Pokemon and Earthbound and stuff back in the day. So, you know, whatever. But I'm really looking forward to Pokemon Sun and Moon. Like, you cannot believe. I am so excited. I'm really, 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 really excited. The region looks gorgeous. I'm just excited because it even looks better than X and Y. They've also changed, you know, the viewpoint, and it still looks a little different, looks better. I honestly can't wait. So, what were your memories with Pokemon growing up? Maybe, like, I've been playing it from the start, and I've really enjoyed it. And I also kind of want to make this video because I went on a huge rant about how I didn't like Pokemon Go. I really don't like it, but I do like the main Pokemon games. I think they're fantastic. And although I bitch and moan that they're always the same game and it's the same thing, whatever, 8 gym leaders and you beat the Elite Four and all this stuff, at the same time, I feel like they have a format that works, and I still enjoy it. I still like encountering new Pokemon and finding new, you know, just exploring the amazing environments. The games now look gorgeous. Like, you go to a town and it feels like you're in a town. It's not like the way they used to be, but I still like that. It's so charming walking around like Pewter City. I don't know. There's something really, really fun about it. Also, Pokemon was the first RPG I really truly played. Like, I know I have memories with Super Mario RPG and Earthbound. Those are the 2 RPGs I played as a kid, but I never beat them. I was too young. Like, I'm like 6 years old renting Earthbound in total awe, but I'm not beating it then. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just too much. But when Pokemon came out, like, I was old enough to, fully enjoy it, and Pokemon truly in a real sense introduced me to liking RPGs, so I give it that. Like, they are great games to get into RPGs. They're not that hard. They're kind of, they hold your hand a little bit, but it's not that bad. I don't know, I still play it. If I hated it, I wouldn't play it anymore. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to Sun and Moon. But those are my thoughts on the Pokemon series, the gaming series, and my next 2 videos because I'm doing this as like a 20th anniversary special. I will be talking about the trading card game, and I will be talking about The merchandise, because I had so much of it, which I don't anymore, so I might have to show pictures or something, because, again, a lot of that was sold through garage sales, but I still have some things. The games truly have a special place in my heart, especially this gen right here, Pokemon Red and Blue. Oh my god, Kanto is just fantastic. I love it. I love Pokemon. I don't care. I am the Pokemon kid. I am still the Pokemon kid. So I will see you guys later, and please remember to comment, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up, give me a like. I'll see you guys later.